To Bogues. Towns on a screen. Bogues, the pass to Halliburton. From deep. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Well, look, that's another missed opportunity. 1 for 5 now from the field.
And even as the Heat look to go younger, this is not a team with an appetite for lengthy rebuilds, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. But one advantage they possess, when star players around the league ponder a change of scenery, Miami certainly has some great views.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Eric Spoelstra had a few moments to share with me. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us. But with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from Coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. Oh, I got to shoot it, man. Big out. Got to get it. Big rebound. Let's get it. Good shit.
And he drops the first. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
And it's Detroit with the ball, following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Rondo. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Halliburton. The Pistons clear it. The Heat beat them last time when those two met in Miami.
They just couldn't get it done against this team last time. Their starters got into quick trouble because of some cheap fouls.
Yeah, and that comes down to playing reckless defense. They need to have more discipline and do a better job of guarding without fouling.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Make some noise for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
And we got Jalen Ramsey in the audience for this game.
Yeah, we see plenty of celebrities in the crowd during Heat games, and I'm sure he's loving the atmosphere here tonight.
Towns, left side. Here's Bogues. No points so far. Really left him alone that time.
This right here, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Butler. Pass to Brown. Here's the three. Great D that time from Halliburton. Here's the Busher. Butler covering. And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Miami now. They trail by 3. Halliburton outside. Shoots over Brown. Halliburton, good.
After missing his first 4 shots, he finally gets one to drop.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Back to Butler. And here's Brown for 3. Rebound Miami. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A. He just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Pistons substitution. Number 24, World B. Free.
Towns finds Halliburton. Miami moving it around. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Halliburton's got 5 now.
Yeah, you've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Brown passes to Free. They need this. The rebound by DeBusschere.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Pass to Towns. Now Messi. Here's DeBusschere. Towns for 3. Rebounded by Butler.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
That shot off the mark. And some solid defense from Towns. Pass to Messi. And here's Halliburton. Let's go with a 3. That's his 5th miss. Only made 2 shots in this one so far.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
And it's Butler with the jam.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Here's DeBusschere. Uneasy, too, on the layup. DeBusschere's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pass to Free. A shot from the high post. Messi grabs the board. The Heat with the lead. Halliburton with the ball. He's got 5. DeBusschere passes to Bogues. Now here's Messi. Here's DeBusschere. Butler covering. Bogues. Here's Messi. And he dunks it down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Here's Free. Miami making their last shot. Doubled by Towns. And the ball out of play. The Heat will have it. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. In the 3rd spot, Tyrese Halliburton.
Not a lot of guys have better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
1:57 left in the opening quarter. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Heat's Eric Spoelstra, now the longest tenured head coach in the NBA stand.
His 18th season in this role, been with the Heat over 30 years, having gotten his start in Miami as a video coordinator, and this run is the 3rd longest all time after Jerry Sloan and Greg Popovich.
look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Heat.
And they've been cooking from downtown, shooting with volume and efficiency. It's a strong attack from them offensively, and it puts so much pressure on opponents to try and cover all that space.
Here's Bogues. 1:44 left in the first. Shot is good by Gordon. And the Heat lead by 6.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Free. No points yet. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Miami leading by 4. Here's Bogues. Pass to Red. Off the outside. Here's Hibbert. Miami moving it around. Robinson with a steal. Here we go, all alone. The ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Brunson is checked in for Detroit.
For the Pistons, number 5, Jalen Brunson.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pure from three-point range. Now just a 1-point Heat lead.
Pretty much the second Brunson gets the ball, he's into motion, and that's how it's done.
Off the outside. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And Petrovic gets it to go.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Bogues. Here's Red. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Pistons ahead, up 2. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Mafia out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Hibbert in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Gordon down low and can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. There's the drive. Lewis passes to Robinson. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Hibbert. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. Hibbert's gotten his first basket of the night. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams, thank you for the report. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Ryan, back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Red. From 20 feet. Lewis with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Down low. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And that one's good. Brunson. So it's Miami now. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Offline with a 3.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plastered to the shooter.
Intercepted. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams will make substitutions. All right, now let's have a look at who was really dominating the boards last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Rondo passes to Lambier. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Rondo from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Heat. DeBuscher's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stand while they're cobbling together an offense. The Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, B.A., only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
And Detroit has possession. Following the bucket by the Heat. They set a pick. 6 on the shot clock. Brown. Here's Lambier. Misses off the left iron. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's DeBuscher. Butler covering. DeBuscher passes to Halliburton. Shoots over Rondo. Halliburton, no good. And Brown has got the ball here for Detroit. Butler on the wing. Back to Brown. JB off the bounce with the crossover. And Brown with the stuff.
Speedy move by Brown, using his velocity to get right where he wants to go.
Three-pointer, Halliburton drains the triple. Halliburton's got 8.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Brown. He's got 7. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Here's Rondo. And it's Miami with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Red. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Outside, Brown. Detroit moving the ball around. Now Butler. To stop the run. McGinnis, no good. Halliburton left side. Tyrese playing big in the painted area.
Yeah, nice effort from Halliburton, working to get that point-blank shot.
And here's Rondo. Yet to see a basket. And he slams it in one-handed.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's DeBusschere. Halliburton for three. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Rajon Rondo. 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. Oh, I got shooter, man. Big man. Gotta get it.
No good on that one. Good on the second one. Here's Halliburton. He's got 10. Pass to Dandridge. Shoots over Rondo. And it's Miami with another.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so their mid-range is usually available.
Back to Rondo. It's stolen by Halliburton. The finish! And Halliburton takes it all the way.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
Here's Dandridge. Towns on a screen. Out to the right wing. This one for three. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Butler passes to Rondo. Pass to McGinnis. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's DeBusschere. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Dave DeBusschere.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. That one's no good. Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Butler. To the left side wing. Here's Free. Jefferson grabs the miss. And it's Miami's ball. They're on an 18-5 run. Oh, 2 physical points for Halliburton.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Rondo, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Free. 5 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Yves Missi. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
George McGinnis. 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. So both teams changing it up here. Hits both from the stripe.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
To the right side. Jefferson, pass to Hibbert. Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim. Pistons trail by 7. Right wing. Here's Free. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Pass to Hibbert. Here's Jefferson. And the layup is good off the glass. Jefferson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Detroit moving the ball around. Harrington. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. Look out!
Wow!
Oh, my goodness! And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Harrington's shot is off. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Arena Entertainment.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at Miami, you can think you know your team, but you have no idea until the real game begins.
You don't have to be a finished product right now, right out the gate. Just set the table early and build from there.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Detroit Pistons.
They've got to play with more force defensively, if you ask me. You got to make them feel you.
Yeah, touch them up if you have to. Right now, they're putting up no resistance.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Pistons trail by 7. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. They've got Jaylen Brown, also Rajon Rondo out there. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Here's McGinnis. Drops it in from 14 feet away. McGinnis has got 6 points. Heat leading by 5. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Bogues. Towns looking for an opening. 6 to shoot. Halliburton right side. Jacks up a 3. Detroit with a rebound. outside. Rondo. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's DeBusschere. Outside for Halliburton. Halliburton nails the three.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And here's Brown for three. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Halliburton, the pass to Towns. Halliburton outside. Takes the three. Rebound Detroit. Lambier's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brown. Hey, Jaylen Brown spikes it through.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to DeBusschere. Here's Bogues from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Bogues has got his 2nd basket.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Coming out of the court, your Miami Heat dancers.
All right, now that we have a second, let's take a look at which teams cashed in on the fast break last year. The Pistons in second.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor, always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Inside, here's Rondo. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Heat leading by 7. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's going to be on Rajon Rondo. That's his 3rd foul so far. And Detroit making a change here. Haslam's checked in.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, number 13. Udonis Haslem.
Here's Bogues. He's got 5. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer, Halliburton.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you guys.
Allie, thanks for the report. Oh, Towns! The big man taking flight.
Well, nice touch on the lob, and Towns made sure to finish the play.
Here's Haslam. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside for Butler. The rebound by DeBusschere. Heat leading by 9. Pass to Halliburton. Here's Bogues. Puts up a 3. Haslam with a rebound. Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Lambier. And it's blocked. Here's Towns. Towns Towns drops the hammer.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Butler against Towns. Butler taking his time here. Outside, Rondo. The three ball. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. DeBusschere passes to Halliburton. Pass to Messi. Here's Towns. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That one is off. Nice D from Brown.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Butler's shot is good.
Well, that's where you want to be, getting those easy money looks.
Messi up top. Here's Towns.
Well, you know, usually you want to foul a 7-footer, but not Towns. He's excellent at the line.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Heat?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on new.
Transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And the first one at the line is good.
The number 1 pick in the 2015 NBA draft, Towns continues to prove why he's a top big man in this league.
And so Towns nails them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Brunson. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Petrovic. The rebound by Hibbert.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
The rebound by Detroit.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Here's Lewis. Uses the glass on the layup. Lewis has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, that's what they want to see. He has to start asserting himself. They need him to take command of this game.
Pistons foul. Udonis Haslem. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Off the outside. Miami moving it around. Miami, no good that time either.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Tipped. And here we go, the Heat fast break. Here's Bogues. Brunson defending. The shot by Howe, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
To the wing, right side. And here's Brunson from the arc. And Brunson won't miss many of those.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
Pass to Red for three. Gets the three ball to go. Red's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And, man, you got to appreciate how efficient Brunson is. I mean, he takes and makes high-percentage shots.
Here's Howe. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Pass to Harrington. Fades away. And that's off the glass and in. And now just a 5-point Miami lead.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Pass to Brunson. The three is up. The rebound by Hibbert. Miami leading by 5. Here's Bogues. He's got 5. Here's Howe. Yep, count it. 1:25 left to play in the third quarter here. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. For Miami.
Let's give him another big hand.
McGinnis, the pass to Brunson. And Howe pulls it down. Miami leading by 7. Gordon outside. Abdia outside. Pass to Howe. 5 on the clock. Brunson with a double team. And here's Gordon from the arc. Doesn't go that time. Pistons trail by 7. Down low. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Howe. Here's Petrovic. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Abdia with it. Pass to Bogues. To the middle. Shoots. Hibbert. That's good. And the Heat lead by 7.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
And so it's the Miami Heat closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Okay? The ball moving. No holds. No holds. Okay?
Moving the ball is so important to Coach Spo.
It helps make the offense run smoothly. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Towns owning it inside.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major. The defense has to guard him better than that.
Back to Rondo. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Takes a step back. Towns for three. The rebound by Detroit.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's the pick. Inside. Here's McGinnis. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, that's like a quarterback leading his receiver. Put it right on him.
Halliburton outside. Towns outside. Launches a three. Towns can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to McGinnis. Here's Lambeer. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Brown. Brown cashes in. A terrific finisher inside.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Towns passes to Halliburton. To the inside.
Pistons foul. Karan Butler. Second personal foul. First team foul. Substitutions for your Heat. Misi. Bob. Davis.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Halliburton on the wing. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
Right side Brown. Rebound Miami.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Here's Dandridge, defended by Brown. Clock at 6. Fires the three. That shot, no good.
That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Steps back. Rejected by Halliburton.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. You gotta respect that hustle.
That one goes. Count it. Towns has got 6 here in the quarter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
McGinnis, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Pistons trail by 7. Rondo passes to Butler. And he banks in the layup.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Towns outside from downtown. Rebound Detroit. Lambier's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Butler. The D's right on him. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
To the paint. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Back to Rondo. Outside Butler. And a nice finish on the layup.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Switch here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Miami leading by 3. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Towns. Miami moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 12 feet. And again, no good by Miami. Pistons trail by 3. Now Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Brunson is checked in for Rondo.
Jalen Brunson.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 11 so far in the 4th. Halliburton finds Towns.
George McGinnis. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Towns, left side. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Foul, Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Now at the line, Carl Anthony Towns. If a player is fouled on a made basket as he goes to the free throw line.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, when your big can contribute from the line like Towns, you gotta like your chances.
Outside, Brown. Inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's Bogues. Pass to DeBusschere. Now here's Halliburton. Defended by Brown. Goes up on the wing. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Here's Brunson, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Yves Missi.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting for Detroit, Jalen Brunson, 2.
That free throw good from Brunson.
And each year, Brunson seems to get better, and that's a testament to his impressive work ethic and drive.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Bogues. Now Messi. Halliburton outside for three. And they'll get another chance.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Give it up for your defense squad.
And Brunson's got the ball here for Detroit. Sinking the follow-up shot.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
Halliburton fires. Towns outside from downtown. Puts up the tray. Brown pulls down the board.
In the second half, it seems like they've given him the green light. Might want to rethink that.
It's good.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you. This is how you force a defense to collapse. Kick the ball right inside.
Pistons trail by 6. Shoots a three. The three ball is down.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty strokes from three is a beautiful thing.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Well, in a big moment, go to your big man. Towns can be so dominant when he needs to be.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Brown against Halliburton. Towns outside. Shot clock at 6. He launches. Oh, it's off target. Pistons trail by 5. Brunson up top.